Hey guys, Tyler here bringing you Warcraft Wednesday once again. We are on Terenas stand. For today's spawning in the north we have Lyn playing as Orc. Getting a Blade Master, also going for a Voodoo Lounge close to the creep camp. Face off against him in the south we have 120 playing as Undead. Ooh, we're going to see a Dreadlord, which is very exciting. A nice Dreadlord game. It was also from 120 and also against Orc a couple of weeks ago, so I'm looking forward to see if he has refined his strategy
forces are under attack
any further. Came very close to the win in that one. Should be like a Terenas stand special. Able to creep out this camp with the gold mine very effectively thanks to the sleep. Nice spreading of the damage across all the ghouls. Here comes the Blade Master though, and he's actually speed scrolling down here. Let's try and interrupt this creeping straight away. Looks like Lyn is aware of 120's tricks. Doesn't get the snipe on that forest troll though. Going after the ghouls, gets one. Sleep surround attempt. Blade Master there, and comes the Acolyte assisting with the surround on the ghouls. In a little bit of trouble though, Blade Master getting in there for some good damage. Another sleep on the grunt. Blade Master has to abandon the chase, trying to stop the surround. Blocking that side though, nice control by both players. And now, no more mana on the Dreadlord. Blade Master straight away knocking out that attempted ziggurat. Plops it down once again. And look at all these skeletons. This was another ziggurat. That's going to be expensive. For 120, constantly having those cancelled. Comes forward, looks like maybe he bought a circlet, I guess. As well as the dust. Expansion attempt. Going to be interrupted by the Blade Master. Trying to split his focus here. Just shy of being able to cast Sleep. So can't get the grunt. Blade Master might have to use Windwalk just to get out here though. Oh, he's got a Shadow Meld in fact. And maybe these skeletons will expire before he's able to get any dust out. Tried to go for a cheeky surround there. 4 points around. This is a tough one. Anyway, he's taking all the time he needs. And so he's going to be able to get this grunt. Ziggurat is complete, upgrading with the tower, but so many cancels on both the ziggurats as well as the haunted gold mine really slowed 120 down. In the meantime, looks like he's building up a huge army of ghouls back at his base.
Player's forces are under attack.
But yeah, very good awareness. Picking up the dust, denying that to 120. That was could have been really important. Yeah. Fighting. Dreadlord with 2 claws now. Blade Master picks up the Ring of Protection.
A player's forces are under attack.
Dreadlord doing some more creeping now. Taking a look at the base. We've got a Tauren Totem going up as well as a Bestiary. And going for the Tauren Chieftain. War Stomp so powerful against the ghoul spam. Getting these ghouls out of there. And a replenishment potion. Gonna pop that straight away. Get the mana going. Still no tech. Going for a proxy graveyard in fact at the expansion just to do a little bit more blocking over there. It's interesting. But yeah, very, very slow tech timing. 120 after having all those buildings cancelled repeatedly, really slowed them down. There's a Gideon Mantle, as well as a Scroll of the Beast, though that could be pretty sharp, but maybe not. I imagine we're going to see some, yeah, Spirit Walkers, so spell going to be on hand, I imagine. Blade Master not quite level 3 though, so doesn't have that long duration wind walk. Can't maybe go harass until that's the case. Dreadlord doing some more creeping. Also picked up the Forest Troll Berserker. Boosting his damage. Oh, and the Shadow Priest too, wow. A little bit of range to his army. Going for a second crypt. Second altar. Did he unsummon his altar to try and speed up his timings? I didn't even notice that. Oh man, maybe there's some more details to this build we need to pay more attention to in the early game. Well, I need to pay more attention to. That's rather slack of me.
A player's forces are under attack.
Expansion is halfway done now for Lyn. 2.5 there on the TC. Blade Master in here looking for some harass. Maybe going to try knock out the Shadow Priest. Standing right next to it. Yep, there he goes. Not much for 120 that he can do about that. Pretty well towered up now. Slow and a Spirit Tower. Going for a Necropolis here as well. Blade Master, maybe spotting the tech timing there.
Forces are under attack.
Not walled off here with Acolytes though, so is vulnerable to some Blade Master harass in the main. And this is not going too smoothly. Stolen as well as the item, I believe. I think he got the Ark. Oh man, this is such a bad time for 120. Taking so much damage, all of his ghouls poisoned, taking so much damage. TP's out, but look at this. Gonna lose 2 ghouls, I think that was. Maybe even 3 as well as the Forest Troll. Oh, that was a big creep jack. This is a rough camp to creep with ghouls. The poison from these assassins. So much damage to them, I'm so weak.
Player's forces are under attack.
Looks like he's going to send out another party of ghouls, so looks maybe he's going to go with the expansion raiders. Meanwhile, perhaps anticipating this move, going to the other side to try and slow them down. Illusion doing some scouting here. And he did do Tome of Retraining, I believe. So now he has the Carrion Swarm. No more sleep, so can't get the sleep surrounds on these raiders. It's going to cause him some headaches. It was spreading out here, but that Blade Master picking them apart. Carrion Swarm doing some good damage though, but losing ghoul after ghoul here. And not getting the raiders in response. This is not going well at all for 120. He's in big trouble now. Lyn playing really well. What is 120 doing here? Just bringing in these ghouls to lose them.
Player's forces are under
Sure, he's got the expansion up early, got a good gold lead, but gifting so much experience. Blade Master nearly level 4. TC is level 3. No second hero yet though for 120. Just pumping out the ghouls. 1-1 on the upgrades. For another damage upgrade as well. So he's definitely going with that strategy we saw the other week. Just mass ghouls. But it looks like he's going to have to play passively until he hits the big timing. You know, maybe like 70 or so food. The Ghoul Frenzy, maybe 3 damage upgrades. He's mobilizing a decent army of ghouls. Is it like 9 or so? 9 or 10? I'm gonna go for this camp. Try and get level 5. Here's the Blade Master though. Ghouls do pretty good damage to the Blade Master, however. All those damage upgrades, the normal damage against the hero armor. Oh, he's got the boots now. Oh, there's the greater healing potion.
A player's forces are under
So
attack.
120 gonna come in. I mean, Lyn gonna come in and get the creepjack on 120 here. Does have a scroll of town portal, so can get out of here, but yep, pops it straight away. And one ghoul goes down. Not too bad, but still a decent chunk of gold between the town portal and the ghoul. But Lyn just so good with his scouting so far this game. It's been making all the difference. If he didn't catch that big wave of ghouls running around last time and he got them on top of the expansion, it could have been a completely different story. Looks like Lyn a little bit lumber bound here. You can see 128 lumber, but 2,000 gold. Trying to put up a second expansion. Which didn't get scoured. The ghouls got very close, and this is a monumental army of ghouls. Dreadlord heading over here. Looks like the grunt maybe going to spot them. Trying to put down a burrow now. But this many ghouls will be able to take down expansion incredibly quickly. Peons jump onto repairs. Try to jump onto repairs almost straight away, but look at the carrion swarm. Peon's dead straight away, and look at this expansion just melting to the ghouls. Loses one. Now is he going to stick around for the fight? It looks like he will. Doesn't have any scrolls of healing, so ghouls relying on the lifesteal here. And they're starting to drop. So are the raiders. Oh, and that blade master super low. He's going to revive with the arc. Take full advantage of that. Quite a few ghouls deceased, but
A player's forces are under attack.
120 staying in there. Looking for the surround on the TC. Nice. Manages to keep it. Oh, with the Spirit Walker, but finally gets surrounded. Blade Master breaks it this time. Speed Scroll attempt out. Spirit Walker goes down. And he's trying to keep the pressure on this TC. These ghouls so fast. Good blocking here from 120. Oh, could have come maybe with those fresh ghouls for the block. He's really trying to hunt down this Tauren Chieftain. There we go. Gets this around. Blade Master is in there. Looks like Blade Master just going to try kill the ghouls. And TC does have the scroll, so can get out of there. Blade Master goes with him. I don't think 120 is aware of this expansion. Would be wise to check it though.
A player's forces are under
These
attack.
low health raiders. I didn't even notice that he had a Wind Rider. Don't think we've seen any gargoyles. 120 so far. Also, you know, interesting that he did rebuild the altar. Didn't go for a second hero. Guess he just really wants to power level the Dreadlord to 6. But, you know, second hero can come in handy. Carry around a couple of scrolls of healing and nothing else. And yeah, it looks like 120 just completely unaware of this expansion, and that's working out great for Lyn. Lyn, meanwhile, going to go do some harass. Whilst he gets this back up to full speed. Rebuilding this expansion now. You have to remember, Lyn had a pretty huge bank, so losing his expansion, not that costly. Both players sitting around 50 though. 20 is now starting to produce, going for some gargoyles from the double crypts. Sees he's up against a couple Wind Riders here. Look at this Dreadlord. No point in focus firing him down. 2 potions of great healing. Oh, sells one for the Orb of Corruption. Okay, well now he might be a target. Another thing a second hero could carry around. Oh, and he's gone for the spike barricades, the defenses, so the ghouls take so much damage if they decide to put a siege on these buildings. You don't see that upgrade too often, but it did get buffed in the last patch. And this is the exact kind of army you want to use it against. These ghouls. I guess he's just like can't even control his whole army. He's probably has to have like 3 control groups for all these ghouls. No, probably not. Probably 2, but
Players' forces are under attack.
Oh, and now he finds the expansion. Nice carrying swarm. But the ghouls are taking so much damage on the spike barricades. In comes the Infernal. Pops the heal scroll there. He's getting back on building. Meanwhile, the carrying swarm's doing good damage to the Orc army. Gonna leave the Infernal out there to fight them off. And there we go. Expansion down. Nice bats on top of the gargoyles. But the ghouls spitting out so much damage now. There's another bat rider. Ghouls getting low, but so is the Tauren Chieftain. Ooh, TC low. So all these ghouls, they're just dropping like flies. Oh my god, he's killed like 6 ghouls in quick succession. Gets out of there. That was a violent encounter. But 120 now at 45 food to 35, and that's after he started like a whole bunch of production. 120 with the larger army. Did suffer a lot of casualties. We'll do some creeping, which is a little bit unusual. He's up to 50. Oh wow, he's going for Berserker Strength. Does he even have any grunts? I wonder if that was a misclick, or maybe he's going to produce some more grunts, I'm not sure. Looks like he's sending out another peon. Going to try go for another expansion. 20 doing some scouting with the gargoyles now. Watchtower going down first, clearing the way. These ghouls making short work of whatever tree is in their path. Getting on that lumber. Not too much for him to spend lumber on now though. He's basically got full upgrades on the ghouls. Just one more armor upgrade available. Ghouls not costing any lumber themselves. They have too much to spend on. Oh, okay. Tiny Great Hall going down. Scouted by the gargoyle though. And he's transitioning now into the Tauren.
A player's forces are under
Terenas
attack.
and grunts. Oh. Focus fire on the Dreadlord now. Dreadlord in some trouble. And it goes down. And he just throws in the towel right there. Well, strange game. 120 did make some refinements to the strategy, but Lyn was so prepared for it. Just speed scrolling down to the expansion location straight away at the start of the game to harass that creep, which worked out really well for him. Delayed the expansion by so many, like he cancelled 3 ziggurats as well as the Haunted Goldmine, I think. Slowed down the expansion like crazy. But then 120, I think in the late game, you know, like once he's got level 6 on his Dreadlord, maybe he needs to pick up a second hero just to have some more consumables around. Get those invul pots, the heal scrolls, TPs, because he just really seemed item bound on that Dreadlord, vulnerable to the hero focus like that. Overall, you know, a very interesting game, and 120, it's so close, but Lyn just really well prepared for the strategy. Anyway, I'll wrap on that, guys. Thanks for tuning in to another installment of Warcraft Wednesday. Until next time, goodbye and good luck.